parents come to me and they say they feel like they're losing their child. They see that their teenager is suffering inside, but they just can't seem to reach them. In this episode, we'll talk about why kids slip away and what you can do to get your child back. I'm Annie Agin. I'm a coach for teenagers and their parents. Adolescence is a fascinating time of development in the brain, and it's also rife with surprising challenges at school and at home. So, what I do is I help this critical stage of growth unfold more smoothly by equipping teenagers with important cognitive and executive functioning brain skills, as well as essential performance skills like organization, emotional regulation, and time management. I thank you for tuning in and sharpening your parenting skills to ensure your kids' success. So, parents, by now, surely you have probably seen it all from tears, clinginess, obstinance, to angry outbursts. But those are all easier to parent than the silent treatment. When our kids shut us out and distance themselves, it can leave us feeling desperate and extremely worried that they're going to turn to their friends and social media as their new North Star. And kids with ADHD may do this because they can often experience depression and other coexisting conditions alongside their ADHD. But more often, what they're dealing with is the very common condition of rejection sensitive dysphoria. That's called RSD. And this means that they're thinking negative thoughts about themselves all the time, almost ruminating incessantly about all the ways that they're messing up. Every day, every way. Try as they might, they just can't seem to measure up. So why keep trying? They start to feel demoralized and they get tired and they become resigned, aloof, or they close off completely. But rejection sensitive dysphoria doesn't only present in kids with ADHD. All teenagers feel very vulnerable, and the brain naturally defaults to negative self talk. Teens are trying to fit in and discover who they are. They're trying to stay on top of school and practice a little adulting all at the same time. They may insist that they don't need help, but inside, they're desperate for it. In fact, studies show that teenagers across the board say that they want to learn about the world and they want to learn about it from you, from their parents, not from their coaches or their peers or their neighbors or their cousins or las tias. Just know that they're not going to admit that to you. Despite their tough veneer, they really are waiting for you to anchor them, their parents. They seem ambivalent, I know, but don't be deceived. Your teen is very sensitive inside, very sensitive to both criticism and love. Criticism comes at them in slings and arrows from every angle, from teachers, from social media. And so that's why you have to combat that with safety and love in great abundance in order for them to stay open and vulnerable and connected to you. Now for the actionable stuff. Here is something that really works that you can do immediately and you can do whenever you feel like your teen is distancing themselves from you. Spend lots of family time together. Even though your kids give you the impression that you are the last person that they want to hang out with, create lots of opportunities for family time. Go hiking or fishing, play cards, board games, go road tripping, cook together, walk the dog. You don't need to know what to say. Just spend time together and preferably spend that time engaging in action activity together. This will get them off their phones. Family time is key. One-on-one time with your kiddo is definitely powerful too. The deep conversations may not happen, no problem. Your teen might pout about being stuck with you instead of hanging out with friends, no problem. They are where they deeply long to be, with you. And they are watching you and taking careful notes about the way you move through the world. They actually gain confidence by simply watching you. I know you guys are busy, mom and dad, finances are always tight. Look, family activities don't have to be expensive and all fun and games. Quality family time also looks like clearing out the garage, mowing the lawn, trimming and pulling weeds all together, washing and vacuuming the cars, and not just the teenage car, but mom's car too, on a Saturday afternoon. And the whole family is participating. Now, they sure as heck are not going to sign up for those family activities, but the outcome is the same as if you had taken the whole gang to the movies and dropped 50 bucks on popcorn and candy. It is the together time, shared space, and hopefully shared activities with mom and dad that they see as the secret ingredients to their success. There's natural magic in that time in order to get your kiddo feeling more confident, more courageous, more resilient in this harsh world. And this recipe will bring your child back to you. So now you understand that because of RSD, rejection sensitive dysphoria, kids naturally protect themselves. They have to, and they often shut down. You feel like they're slipping away, but now you also have a technique for nurturing them within your family fold. Give them time, give them tons of love, understanding, patience, love, and yes, more love. You can never give them enough unconditional love. And you will become their North Star once again. Parents, please, I urge you to feel free and go ahead and share below what you have tried, what may have worked for you and your child. Do you relate to the sensation of not being able to reach or connect with your kiddo? We can all glean from the wealth of collective experience that we bring, but only if we take the time to share. Thank you for finding me, for taking the time to watch this episode, and thank you for practicing the tricky and deeply gratifying art of modern parenting with me. As always, I wish you all A's in your every endeavor. Adios.